That was a bad intro. I went to like the zoomed in thing instead. And also, I think our audio was being a little weird in the beginning, but we're good now. What's up, guys? Welcome to a 1UP live stream. Sorry about that. Technical difficulties. We should be good now. Welcome. Yes. It is the code that you can use. The one in the description is the one that you can use. So, but yeah, Rob and Jace, how have you guys been? What's up? It's good stuff. Good stuff. But, ooh. Rob's making that money. Making those big bucks. Hey. Oof. That's intense, my dude. Yeah. That's the, I don't know. That's the way you gotta think of it. You're gonna be a rich boy. Fingers crossed. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Nom 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 nom. Dude, we gotta do D&D on 1UP one time. Let's make it happen. Rob can teach us all how to D&D. In chat, all of you guys are invited as well. Rob's a D&D master. It'd be dope. Yeah, shout out to everybody watching the stream, but get in here. We need somebody in here. We're lonely. Me and Rob are just having this Jason and Rob are just having this conversation. Okay, I'm gonna try and oh yeah, I forgot. This screen's different for everybody, isn't it? Like the waiting screen where we're all on the planet, it's different for everyone. Okay. They're so cute. Oh my god. You guys want to hop in for, like you said, Rob, a 1v1v1? Alright, let's do it. Some rising. Yeah, come on in. Did you guys hear about the bundle they're doing for Black Friday? They're doing like the normal Switch, the original model, regular price, but it comes with a free copy of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, which is cool and all. But come on, Nintendo, you can do better than that for Black Friday. Come on. All right, let's go.
This is scary.
Uh-oh, can you not hear?
You guys can't hear Chase and oh my god.
Oh
Okay,
no,
it's
did
fixed
you?
now.
Is your my
desktop audio.
Hey guys.
That's just more like I can imagine how awkward and weird that stream sounded the entire time. My apologies.
I mean, I was able to hear myself on the thing.
Really?
You were able to hear yourself?
I was able to hear myself. I think Rob was pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's adjusted. Maybe
Okay.
I had one of the volumes down slightly. I don't know. My apologies.
I don't know.
That's kind of why I was confused, because it said on my end that I could hear you guys. So when they said that, I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's really that's the thing about
always,
streaming
like,
is you
a
can't
soul.
listen
You
to it
can't
back.
monitor your own audio. That's why,
Yeah,
like,
you gotta look at a bar and be like, you don't even know if they can't
it's
hear anything.
very frustrating. Like, I guess like what we could do is record like a clip beforehand, but like let's be real, Rob can relate and Jace can relate as streamers. That is annoying to do. It is like not. It is tedious.
Like, we'd rather just go live and fix it
Wing
on the
it.
fly.
Wing it.
Yeah, honestly.
My apologies
and-
though. I can imagine how weird that sounded if you could only hear me. But you can hear Rob and Jace's sexy voices now. Give them a little something. Give them a little something.
Hey guys, how we're going today?
Damn.
How are you? How are you?
Welcome to the One Up Entertainment stream.
Ooh.
I'll be your host, Prime Hylian, as I kick these men's asses in Mario Kart.
But chat, how are all of you guys doing? Rob was asking you earlier on, but you might not have been able to hear him. But how is everybody
Should I
doing?
repeat what I was saying earlier?
You
It's 'cause
should. You should briefly give it a repeat. Same with you, Jace. Briefly, I feel terrible.
So my friend works at a 4.5-star hotel, and because of that, we get really crazy good prices through him. And so for like $47, we've gotten like 3 rooms for 7 of us, and like we're using a business conference room that costs like $400 to $1,000 a day to rent out for free. And we're gonna be playing D&D for 2 days in a 4.5-star hotel, and like getting half price on all the fancy restaurant food and stuff, and getting, like taken up to our room and stuff.
Room service.
On like a fourth, yeah,
dream, dude.
crazy stuff, right? And
kill
all
it
the
in
food is half
D&D.
price, and yeah, man.
Bro, that's sick as
That's-
That actually
so
sounds like the best weekend ever. To be
Honestly,
honest
I'm
with you.
so excited.
And now
Honestly.
for my not weekend. My job has me working Thanksgiving night from 10 p.m. to 5 in the morning on Black Friday, and then on Black Friday I go in again at 2:30. So I'm staying up like practically a full 24 hours, and it's all because of you corporate buying fuckers out there. Can't wait 24 hours to get some fucking AirPods. Just wait a goddamn minute. Eat some turkey.
Hey, we got people in here. Let's go.
Yo.
Oh yeah, eat some turkey.
And then one left. God damn.
That's fucking. There are some companies that, like, for example, on like Easter Sunday and stuff, they'll stay open and just pay the fine that they get for like staying open over here, because they make more money than like the fine gives them. than they're actually like,
They
the
just take the
government.
fine because they'll make more
They're
money.
just like, fuck it, we'll just make more money.
That is crazy. And honestly, I think Tom said it great in chat. It's crazy how many people are willing to skip Thanksgiving, the best meal of the year, to wait outside for some
The
electronics.
time when you give thanks to, like, I don't know, fucking.
You say thanks for
Are we
giving.
playing Mount Wario again?
I think so. I didn't
Like-
vote for it 2 times in a row. I think someone else also voted. It wasn't me.
No, you did.
I did? Okay, my bad.
Nah.
I don't know. It's not there. That's by chance. That's clearly by chance. Okay. All right, it's clearly by chance. I just got good taste, and the
I don't know what
game
you're
knows
talking about.
it.
You
The
clearly
game
rigged
knows
the
how
game.
good Mount Wario, or is it Mount
To be
Wario?
fair.
Yeah, it's Mount Wario.
Damn it! Yes, it is.
All right, there we go.
To be fair, I'd rather be playing this one twice than most of the other.
No, it's fine if y'all celebrate Thanksgiving. Just don't make me have to come into work. Because I like
Jace
not
is more
working
playing with you guys.
So do you get to? Are you gonna get to have a dinner with your family, Jace? Or?
I mean, honestly, like, yeah, like there are some people who would be working like the whole day setting stuff up, and I feel bad for them. So I'll be able to have dinner with my family, but I will say the one funny thing is that Target has always. Oh, well, there we go. That's out there in the open now. Hi.
I mean,
tried to
no.
avoid it for a year, but
A few
I-
hundred. How many hundreds of stores of Target are there in the U.S.?
Yeah,
It's
you're
like-
safe. You're honestly, you're
I just-
beyond safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I just.
You
don't-
could have said you work at a
But,
Starbucks, and they'd probably have just as hard a time. for you.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah.
Pinpointing
the,
that Starbucks.
But the fucking my store has always done like there's a restaurant here called Boston Market, and they just basically do like tiny rotisserie chickens and meatloafs and stuff like that, and mashed potatoes, and so they've always done Thanksgiving catering. And my store has always done that in past years. For whatever reason, we're not doing that, and we're just getting like subs.
Subs are good
What?
too.
So for all
We had
the
a whole
people who can't have
podcast
things-
on Subway, by the way. Go give it a watch if you haven't already.
No, it wasn't the whole thing, but yeah.
I'm
Luckily, it wasn't the
clickbaiting
whole
them,
thing.
Rob. I'm clickbaiting them.
Stop it! I know.
But I feel bad for the people who don't get to have Thanksgiving dinner with their families, because in past when they've been able to still have
Ooh,
turkey
Mike,
and
I'm
mashed
sorry.
potatoes, they get turkey sandwiches and barbecue potato chips. Yay! God damn it.
Now I'm hungry. And Banda asks, what kind of pies do you like? Okay, this is an important question. For me, like, it depends on the time of the year. I like pumpkin pie, but strawberry rhubarb is definitely the
Ooh,
top
that
tier
sounds
pie.
good.
That's
Bro.
what about you
Okay,
two?
you guys need to experience the New Zealand pies, because like normal pies over here, like every bakery has like fantastic pies. Honestly, the
Ooh,
other
what are
countries
some of
just
them?
like. Oh, it's the minced steak and cheese, minced cheese,
damn, that
butter
sounds
chicken,
delicious.
and they're about the size of your open hand, and you just like have one of those for lunch or whatever, and they're amazing. And it's just the thing, every like
okay.
bakery and dairy had this, like that's the thing, New Zealand fish and chips and fucking bakery pies. That's the thing.
This sounds
Like when my
dope.
friend was in when my friend was in Japan for like 6 months, he said he missed the most was like New Zealand pie.
That was the number one thing
That's-
you missed.
Yeah, 'cause that's just our thing, bro. So like, if you're ever here, you gotta try
I
it.
get a pie. All right, I'll give a pie a try. I've like in North America, we have really crappy meat pies, like really crappy ones that you buy at the grocery store frozen. But like
Ah, nah,
a real
yeah.
one from a bakery, like
Yeah, and like
steak
every
cheese.
and the standard's like
Damn.
pretty high, because every
Damn.
bakery like so like
Yeah, no,
I've had some
I gotta
pretty
try one.
fantastic ones.
I gotta
yeah,
try one, dude.
yeah.
Hop
Come
on
over.
a
I'll,
hop on a plane, not to like hang out
Tell
with
you
like
what.
one of my good friends for the past 4
I'll
years.
share some of the
you know.
I'll share some of the expense. You fly over, I'll buy you the pie. All right.
That's a good trade-off. That's a good trade-off. What a good
Yeah, just
lad,
paying, like,
honestly.
yeah,
Like, come
paying, like,
on.
$3,000, but hey, you get a free pie out of it. Let's go.
Oh man.
To go through chat here really quick. Eating tamales instead of turkey on Thanksgiving, totally valid. I remember a year where we
respect
didn't
that.
feel like having turkey or ham, so we just had like a plate full of steak.
Oh, that's awesome.
Hell yeah.
That was a great Thanksgiving. And if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, if you're talking about the catering thing that my store does, if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, then whatever. And if you're not in America, then none of what I'm saying about going into a store on Thanksgiving applies to you, because it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
My
Jace, what the
favorite
hell?
pies are pumpkin, pecan, and key lime.
Ooh. Ooh. It's weird because in Canada, Thanksgiving happens on a completely different day. So whenever I go on Twitter around this time, I see everybody talking about Thanksgiving, and I'm like, that already happened. I forget that it's different. I forget that it's on different days. So I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
Oh fucking! It keeps hitting me with red shells. I hate
Yeah, I
you.
see. Someone was whipping those red shells.
Damn,
Damn.
son.
Damn. Son.
Going back to music. Well, I mean, we were talking about it before the stream, but guys, I'm gonna fucking see My Chemical Romance in like
yeah, that is
4 or 5 months. That's
That is
crazy,
dope.
guys.
that's gonna
So
be crazy. Like
Like if you go.
Rob is a huge fan of like we all are, but Rob is definitely, I'd say, the bigger fan between all three of us. Not just of MCR, but of Gerard Way in general. Like, I remember when I first met Rob, like, I had heard Action Cat, which I liked. I remember Action Cat would play on, like, my work's radio. And to those who don't know, Action Cat is a Gerard Way song. But Rob's the one who actually showed me all of, like, Gerard Way's other songs, like No Shows and stuff like that. So this is really awesome for Rob, especially because he lives in New Zealand. So it isn't super common that a band like MCR would come to New Zealand. So I'm happy for you.
Yeah, and like, well, because they were my fave band from most of like my high school as well. And like, if I went back and told my 2015 self, like, hey, my Kim's gonna come back, and 2020 they're gonna come to New Zealand,
and it's gonna be like the 5th show on their reunion.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of like the first shows. Yeah, and I would have been like, so I'm pretty pumped. Like, I got tickets pretty much as soon as they were. Like the early kind of pass before they went on like public sale, I got tickets for that. So up theirs.
That's a good deal, dude.
Yeah, and like there's no VIP tickets or anything. It's just general admission only, which is pretty sick.
That's punk as fuck.
It's punk as fuck.
Yeah. Fun.
So Corey, how's Luigi's Mansion 3? I haven't seen like anything on it. Like, I mean, except your video, but yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Tell me the deets.
So like, okay, this year's been weird for Nintendo because they've released a lot of really good games, but a lot of them have been like I don't know, been like AA games, if that makes any sense. It's kind of weird to say,
Yeah,
but
there's
like,
been like I would consider there's been a few like top standard like Three Houses and shit like but a lot of ones that are still fantastic but not like the game shaking kind of
exactly
like Link's Awakening, which is still sick as hell, and I'd say Luigi's Mansion 3 is a triple A.
that's the thing is like Fire Emblem Three Houses was a great game. Astral Chain was a great game, same thing with Zelda, but like Luigi's Mansion actually feels like a triple A, like $60 game, and it's like the polish is there. Like Next Level Games did a good job. Like it compares to Odyssey in my opinion in terms of polish.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah. And it has really good multiplayer and online, which is great. So I'm very happy with it. It's the best game I've played this year, so far.
Wow.
I haven't played Death Stranding yet though, so.
I want to play Death Stranding. I don't have PS4. That game looks like my kind of game, cause
I feel like and you love Hideo too. You're a big fan. I know you're a big fan of Hideo.
Absolutely.
So
yeah. But it's like the way. Here's the thing. From what people who I respect a lot have said, like the way the game works sounds very intriguing to me. The way he makes just walking like really like interesting, and like you have to be really active when you just walk from place to place and stuff like that.
Yeah, like he likes
that's
the
thing.
nitty gritty, like he likes the smaller things, which is really cool.
But that is what makes a game like great or just good, you know, because like for example, this is what I kind of touched on in an earlier video of mine, but like if you take a lot of open world AAA games or whatever, movement is like a tedious task, right? But he's taking that tedium and making it a gameplay aspect that keeps you engaged while you walk and such. For example, in The Witcher, how often will you like fast travel somewhere? And how often would you just ride somewhere because you want to experience like scenery? Like still maybe quite a bit, but after a while it's like
I'll just fast travel.
Especially
later game. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it like that.
And I've heard comparisons to Shadow of the Colossus where it's empty, but like in a emotional way. You know, it's like desolate and stuff like that, not just like bland. You know,
it's not just empty because they're lazy. It's empty because it kind of provides something to the ongoing story.
So, I haven't seen anything about the story or anything. I've just heard information about the gameplay. So I'd love to pick this game up. Problem is I don't have a PS4, so there we go.
There's only so much money to go around too for all of these games that have come out. Like there's so many games. Like Star Wars also came out. I will say real quick, Ice Strike, just so you know, I loved Three Houses. Just what I mean is like Three Houses, you can tell like it had the budget of like a AA game is all I'm saying. It was still a phenomenal game, but like there are criticisms to make about it, yada yada yada. Whereas like Luigi's Mansion 3, really does feel like a $60 game with a lot of love and polish put into it. Just want to clarify because I love Three Houses. Really good game. So.
Yeah, I mean, you're allowed to have your preference.
Yeah, exactly. To each their
Hey,
own.
Juju, how you doing? How's it going?
I didn't like Luigi's Mansion 3 at a demo play when the Nintendo Switch event at my uni, but do you think it's worth a shot anyway?
Okay,
Probably.
here's a big thing about Luigi's Mansion. It's drastically changed over development. So the first trailer of Luigi's Mansion 3, the textures and like just aesthetically was really bad. That was a big criticism a lot of people had. Even leading up to E3, it was still a little rough, but the game has been polished and cleaned up like crazy now. Plus, like I said, online. Like I've played the online multiplayer in that game more than anything. It's addicting. So
I wish some other games had a bit more polish before they were released.
or online that worked, because Pokemon's online doesn't work, and I'm making a video on it because I'm so mad. The wild area does not work the way they promoted it. You don't just see your friends like in the wild area. It's by chance that me and Rob are gonna be in the same wild area. It's stupid. Max raid battles work great, but everything else for online in the wild area doesn't fucking work, and I'm so mad about it.
I
So
will
mad
say
about
the,
it.
the more and more that came out about Sword and Shield, I didn't buy it. I was like, the more and more that kept
It was
coming
too
out
good to
about
be
it,
true. It was
I
like
got further and further disappointed because I realized I saw people referring to it as Dexit, which I think is hilarious. But I think people, I get being annoyed, but I didn't think that was the biggest deal. But then just more shit kept happening that was stupid, and it got to the point where now I'm like, I'm gonna sit on the game for a couple months and
good idea.
to see if people are like, this is actually worth playing. So far, I haven't seen anything that's convinced me to actually get the game, which bums me out because it was like the one I was looking forward for. But I guess I could just play Fire Emblem instead.
It's very mixed.
It's not like there's a shortage of games as well.
Yeah, exactly. You got plenty of other games to play in the meantime. Like, I will say, I am enjoying Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's all I've been playing for the past 3 days. But there is no denying, looking at that game, and especially playing it after Luigi's Mansion 3, that game is really lazy. The animations, especially in Sword and Shield, and I'm not hopping on the bandwagon. I don't want to sound like a generic Twitter post right now, but the animations are jank as fuck in that game. They are pathetic at times. Sometimes it'll be straight up them just keyframing a model to spin around in a circle. The animations are pathetic in that game, but I'm having a lot of fun with it nonetheless. Just saying.
That's the thing. Yeah, I've not been really interested in it lately. I think like Let's Go satisfied that.
God damn, when Let's Go is better than the eighth.
Let's Go.
I wouldn't say it's better though. I wouldn't say it's better though. Like I would not say it's better at all. Like remember to take everything with discretion. I will say, like, online, there's a lot of stuff on Twitter that is way over the top and extra. Like,
for sure.
The game is still like a really good game, and I would say it's much better than Let's Go. You just like have to get into it a little bit more, but to each their own. It is subjective ultimately. Go ahead. Sorry, Jace.
I suppose I know that like a lot of the stuff that I generally like used a lot in other Pokemon games aren't in this game or have been diminished, and so like a lot of it just comes down to simply like, which game would I have more fun playing? And of course I would have fun playing it because it's
Pokemon.
So of course it would be fun, but I don't know. I guess maybe in terms of being an objective better game, I don't know, but just with how much they took out with what I enjoy for my Pokemon experience, I feel like I would have a blast playing Let's Go Pikachu that I have sitting on my shelf because it's just, casual, fun. Everybody's having a good old time.
Everybody's having a good old time.
The vibes are
Sword
there.
and Shield is like one that you would play. Like I realize this is an unpopular opinion now, but I enjoyed the fuck out of Pokemon Sun.
Oh yeah, I
a
didn't
lot.
I didn't mind I didn't mind Pokemon.
It
so
was
much.
very hand-holdy for too long. God damn,
Yeah.
2 bombs in a row. Eat a dick.
The
But
way you casually said it.
but the, you know, I feel like playing Pokemon Let's Go, you are expecting a more casual, toned-down experience, and for Pokemon Sword and Shield, you kind of expect what you're usually meant to expect, and I don't think I would get it.
Yeah, that's fair.
So that's
the only thing I will say is just keep in mind Sword and Shield only has like 152 Pokemon, whereas Let's Go Let's Go only has because you mentioned them taking stuff out, which is a valid thing. Like I know you're not debating me. I'm just saying in general in defense of the game. Keep in mind Sword and Shield has like more Pokemon than Let's Go. Just throwing that out there. Because Let's Go only has the original 151, I think. Whereas Sword and Shield has a majority of Gen 1 Pokemon and then others. So I'm just letting you know if you ever consider picking up the game, in terms of Pokemon selection, you might be satisfied. But I understand the point you're making completely.
This is true. I just think the less Pokemon thing isn't a big deal for Let's Go because it's another take on the just Gen 1 stuff as opposed to starting a new gen.
Which I find refreshing, to be honest, because sometimes you can get overwhelmed by too many Pokemon.
I actually think it's great because I've enjoyed all of the new Pokemon and I actually am encouraged to get the new Pokemon and try them as opposed to just trying to find all the Pokemon I want, quote unquote. Like I'm telling you, it works. The game, to like make it simple. The game is like a 7 or 8 out of 10. It is lacking, and I don't blame anybody for skipping it.
But it's still a good game.
Yes, there's tons of good in the game still, though. Like, I have had a shit ton of fun with it, and I don't mean like, oh, Mario Tennis Aces. I had fun with it, so it's a good game. I mean, like, I've had a lot of fun with it, so I will say that.
Yeah. Well, and I saw like IGN posted a review of like 9. They put like 9.6 out of 10.
I was about to say
and then like, but if you scroll, it's like the thing with IGN and stuff like that. If you see on their review, like if you bought a review because of this game, IGN could get a share of the revenue. Find out more here. Blah blah blah. It's like Oh yeah, yes. Oh
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
I feel like
IGN isn't
is
very
almost-
trustworthy.
I feel
don't
like
trust
IGN
any
is like
reviews.
the pitchfork
Yeah.
of the game
Either-
industry.
Reviews
Like,
are
honestly,
super
I don't-
subjective
I don't-
anyways. Like, think about it. Like,
Yeah,
I could have reviewed ARMS back in the day and given it a 10 out of 10 because it's subjective. Everything's subjective with games. So reviews
Exactly.
are kind of like...
Oh, absolutely. And I've said this quite a few times. It's like if anyone thinks like criticism or like a review or whatever is like objective, then like you're an idiot because it's always going to have biases. It's always
Exactly.
going to have subjective things to that particular person. That's why I just usually tune out of like reviews and stuff for whatever
That's the
game
best way to
because
do
like
it. I
like
agree.
Just
I'll
know,
like for example, like I haven't even played it, but I can tell Death Stranding is my kind of game, and I can see a lot of reviews that are like, oh, boring gameplay is like tedious, blah blah blah, not that great, and I'm like, okay, like that's just one person's take, but like
Exactly.
it doesn't apply to me. I mean,
And-
I think it's still good that they should say their take. It's just like painting it as a universal, like this
Yeah.
is the opinion on this game.
Glorifying
It's
your
like, no.
opinion. It's glorifying your opinion. That's why, like, I hate the concept of reviews. It's also that, like, I know this sounds stupid, but there are different types of gamers out there. Like, the dude who's gonna
Right.
go and buy the Destiny expansion and the new COD game that comes out every year is not going to fuck with Death Stranding. Like, they're not gonna like that game. That's not gonna be for them. Like, there's different gamers. Like, the person who plays lots of mobile games, they're gonna like Let's Go. They're probably not gonna like Sword and Shield. Like, it's... Or no, that's a bad example. But you get the point I'm making here. I kind of
They're
ruined the
gonna
point I was
like,
making.
They're gonna
No,
like Pokemon Go. They're not gonna like the console games.
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
as
there we go. You get what I was trying to say, though, right?
I get, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, it's all like preference, you know. So like, they should phrase it. It's like more or less. This is how good the game is, and more. This is who this game is for.
Yeah.
Right? Because like some of my favorite games, people will pick up and be like, "This sucks. I don't like this," and I'll be like, "Yeah, fair enough." Fucking.
Exactly.
Thanks for
to
dropping
each
by,
their own.
Banda.
Yeah, we love
See
you.
you, man.
We'll see you later. Ah.
And welcome to the stream, Harry and Andrew.
The boys.
I always have a... Oh shit, I won.
I fell so many times.
whoopsie.
today.
The,
Same. Oh my goodness.
I got into the conversation.
I always have difficulty with, like, review sites because there's always going to be just one person reviewing that, and there isn't going to be like multiple reviewers for the site giving their take on that game. So like something like Anthony Fantano, even though he has like a team of like 3 other people with him and they all kind of share the same opinion, when you are going to the needle drop, you are going for his opinion and just about his opinion only. But with something like, say, if I were to become a writer for something, you know, I would not write for Pitchfork, but say I wrote for Pitchfork and then some guy bashes the new, you know, some guy bashes the new Strokes album and I like the new Strokes album, all of a sudden I am now lumped in with this company because the company's now view of this album is that it is bad, but I might enjoy it. And so I always have a hard time, like...
Yeah, that's why I usually don't pay
reading,
attention
like,
to
giant
these
review
things.
sites and such.
Yeah.
It's I don't think it's healthy for the industry and such, cause like, fucking... that's
Had
the thing.
Pokemon Go not happened, Let's Go would have been better. I don't think Let's Go would have happened if not for Pokemon Go.
Yeah. Honestly, I will say, I think I might do a video on it. I think Let's Go Pikachu is one of the most like casual friendly games I've ever seen in my life. And I mean this in a good way. Like,
Right.
my girlfriend, okay, I let her try Let's Go. And the second she started playing it, she was immediately into it. And this has happened with so many other people, with my little brother, with my sister. There's something about Let's Go that you can hand that to someone who's never played a Pokemon game or really like a console RPG or something, and they will fuck with it. There's just something about it. It has that appeal where anyone can pick it up, and it's just fun. So they did a very good job on that game. Just want to say. They did a good job. I remember everyone thought we were gonna hate that game. Do you remember how much people fucking hated Let's Go when it was first announced?
Look at Pat. He
Bro,
fucking bashed
Pat,
the game
yeah, Pat
and
does
then
that.
got so into it. He
Shout
does
out
this
to
a lot.
Pat. I
It's quite
love
funny.
Pat. Oh, I love Pat.
Oh,
Shout out to Pat.
gross.
Go subscribe to him. But Pat, that happened with every single Switch game this year. Every one that came out this
Every
year.
single
Go back,
one, yeah.
go back to the E3 drawing our E3 predictions thing. Remember we got in. Me and Snoop, we get in these good debates. We love each other. We get in good debates about games. Okay, we got in a debate like that. Snoop bought every single freaking game that came out since then. Every one. So I love you, Snoop. Shout out to Snoop. Go watch his videos.
He's at an orchestra for Kingdom Hearts right now.
Which is
actually.
awesome.
What hell yeah, dude! I remember like a few years ago when I went to the Symphony of the Goddesses.
Oh yeah, you did. That was awesome,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
I got a front row seat, which actually, well, I mean, it was amazing, but I couldn't see much of the band, so it wasn't actually that great. But it was a fantastic time. I cried like 3 times.
Still, like, even that just sounds amazing. I'm jealous. I wish.
I'm jealous
I
too. I want to
wish.
go back there.
Oh yeah, Snoop didn't get Damon X. I'll say he didn't get Damon X. I
I
messed
want
up.
to pick up that game, but I
Yeah.
need money for that.
I'm thinking of getting it in December, just because there isn't too much
Do
stuff
it.
going on in December, and I'm actually thinking of taking down my video on Damon X Machina because I actually like the game, and I'm getting a lot of comments from people who are like, "The game is actually really good, man." And I'm like, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's the thing about stating
Just
preemptive
make an
opinions. It's
Yeah.
it's a bit dangerous.
Exactly. It is.
I love these 2 comments from Master Smash, which is, I skipped out on Let's Go because I thought Super Mario Party was worth buying. Regret buying Mario Party. I
Dude.
feel that. I bought Super Mario Party, streamed it with Corey once, baffled at
Yeah.
how shitty the online co-op.
Yeah, that was
online
terrible. That
playable
game was
for
an
Mario Party
embarrassment.
was.
That game was a fucking embarrassment, and they got away with it too. That's what's annoying. Is
That's
like
the really
they
depressing.
completely got away with it. That is like I'm not gonna say it's a terrible game, but like it isn't a good game in my opinion. I'm sorry, it pisses me off. That one really pisses me off. How do you fuck up Mario Party? Like, how do you
don't
fuck
know,
up
man.
Mario Party?
Just ask the last 3 games. in the franchise.
god.
But like, here's the thing. Beforehand, we were like so pumped
The
because
Wii ones weren't that bad. Can I really quickly chat? Who's played the Wii? Not the Wii U Mario parties. The Wii Mario parties.
Can I-
Did you hate them? And go ahead, Rob. Finish your point.
sorry, yeah. Can I finish my point?
Yeah. I just wanted to get that out there so it was cooking while
Yeah,
you're
you're
making
totally
your
right
point.
though. But beforehand, it like on paper, it had all the right changes, right? I was going back to the traditional way. It had all these new innovative ideas and like the traditional, like not a cart fucking bullshit or whatever. And I was like really exciting and all that. But sure enough, fucking bomb piece of shit. Sure enough, it was like really disappointing. That's the thing.
Yeah.
That is what's happened with a lot of these IPs and stuff like that. Which is really sad. But there are still games that are fantastic that are coming out, like Luigi's Mansion 3, which has like that level of polish and stuff,
Absolutely.
which is good to see. So
And
it's not
Astral Chain. Astral Chain's really good too.
Hell yeah.
Give Astral Chain some love. Hey. I'm excited to see what's gonna happen this upcoming year. We don't really know much. We know Animal Crossing and Xenoblade Chronicles Remake.
Yeah, baby! I can't believe that game is coming out to Switch, and I think honestly, like, that game's gonna look so good. It's gonna blow everyone's fucking minds.
Yeah.
Like that game looked amazing and ahead of its time on the Wii, man.
Still looks
honestly.
amazing. Like the other day, I have a soft modded Wii, and like it displays game box art for all the games, right? And my little brother's seen Xenoblade, and he's like, "What's that?" Just like the cover of it. Just the cover of it alone. Started it up,
Seeing
and actually
McConnell
played a
there
little
with
bit
the
of it.
Monado. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's beautiful.
I need to play that game again. But I'm gonna wait till it comes out, and then I'm gonna do a full playthrough again.
Do it.
Hell yeah.
Stream it.
No, that's my experience, baby. I'm gonna play it for 5 hours and speak dead silent, but I'm gonna have a huge smile on my face.
Enjoying it. I will say, Fernanda, that's awesome. Does your university do like Nintendo-based events or something like that? Also,
hey,
Mary,
Fred,
how you doing?
Welcome to the stream. Good to see you.
Yo. FRX Zalgo Paint, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. That's an epic name.
Shit! Animal Crossing's coming out next year, guys.
Bro, in March. Like, it's an early release. Like, this is the first time that the Switch has had a game come out in, like, March. Or, like, since Zelda, I think. Like, at the beginning of the year, a big game come out at the beginning.
Since the fucking thing came out.
Since the thing came out, yeah.
Since the damn thing came out.
I had to think about it for a second. I was like, have they done that before?
The console.
Derp.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, Animal Crossing is gonna be lots of fun, man. I think that game's gonna break the internet because there's a lot of people who haven't played an Animal Crossing game before. So yeah, I think it'll be crazy.
I want more of my captain.
Yes,
he's the best.
Captain, let's go.
Captain. Oh, well, I want him to sing to me and serenade me.
Quit Captain.
He's
so cute.
He's a. I have a plushie of him actually. He's a good boy.
I'm
Lucky, can I have it?
I'm jealous.
No, he's
mine.
Okay, so I stopped buying game merch a while ago because I used to be super into collecting shit, but now honestly I see a lot of game merch and like most of it I just cringe at. I'm like,
cringe.
yeah, I'm like, I can never buy that. Like there's a few times where I'm like, okay, that's pretty cool, but like where would I put it? But like there's this Hammond plushie from Overwatch, and Hammond's the big wrecking ball. But he is the cutest fucking character I've ever seen, and like just his like the hamster is like a little plushie, and he's got like his little backpack and stuff, and I really want him like super badly. That is so
adorable.
Cute.
I
And
used to be like super into collectibles, dude.
But like,
And like,
guys, he's a hamster. But, okay, sorry, Jace, you go ahead. But like one more thing, like. When he dies in the game, like his little hamster body is just like lying on the ground amongst the parts of his wrecking ball. You can like push him around and stuff. Like,
does he get like ragdolly?
Yeah, he gets all rag. Just this hamster like lying on the ground. It's just so funny.
Dead. Oh my god.
But it's so sorry, Jason, you go.
No, I didn't realize you were done, Muggy. I used to be like super into collectibles, and right now I still have like a pretty colorful wall of like video game and like Loot Crate-esque merch and stuff. That's pretty cool, but like I could never do that again. I get paychecks now, and I look at the friggin' I look at all the video game merch that's currently out, and I'm like looking back at my bank account, and I'm like, this could be gas and food.
I feel like being an adult.
I'm I'm the same though, honestly. Like,
Dude, it's
I could get a new game, but this will probably help pay rent next week, so I'm gonna keep
Yeah,
that.
this will be my car insurance, and this will be my.
Yeah, guys, being an adult,
It's
that's
not
the
fun.
way it is. It's not like, I mean, it's better than being a kid in my opinion, because like you do better stuff. But like, yeah, that's the thing.
I'm also the same way with collectibles. Whereas like I used to really care about collecting, and like now I don't care at all. Like not even a little
Same,
bit. Like
yeah.
I have no interest in like buying every single game and stuff like that. And same thing with Rob with like video game clothing. There was a time where like I'd wear an Ocarina of Time shirt and fucking pride myself on that. I'd go on the fucking bus and I'd be like, yeah, look at my Ocarina of Time shirt. I like this shit. Like now I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that if my life depended on it. I would not wear.
Yeah, I don't wear any like merch clothing. I just wear like try and be slightly fashionable. with it.
Yeah, exactly. It looks really like, no judgment to anybody who wants to do it. It looks a little immature too when you're wearing like Zelda t-shirts and Mario t-shirts all the time. I don't know.
I mean, some people can rock it.
you can rock
honestly.
it. You can rock it.
Like me.
Hell yeah.
Well, no, I
just
mean
can't do it.
my whole style is like.
If it's like the symbol, it's
graphic-
fine. I mean like
graphic
Mario's face.
T-shirt and flannel, so I can pull it off.
Yeah, that works.
Corey,
Well,
no.
you can sneak a T in there. Like if you can make the T-shirt work actually. Like if we're in like a nice jacket or something. But just
Oh, but what about my tee which says "Gamers don't die, they respawn"?
yeah.
That I bought for $10.99 off fucking Wish.com.
Where I was seeing someone looking for my player too, and I was like, oh my god, if that doesn't scream desperate, then I don't know what does. Bullying. Wear whatever shirts you want, guys.
Wear whatever you want.
Whatever
Just,
makes you happy.
just preferably don't wear a pink shirt that has black font on it that says "Tough guys wear pink."
I have a few pink shirts actually. One of them I wear quite a bit.
No, I do too, but none of them say "Tough guys wear pink."
Exactly. Yeah,
Oh,
that's the difference.
God.
Hey. Okay.
Tough guys
and I
do
was-
wear pink. It's true.
Hell yeah. I showed up to class one time and I had my pink shirt underneath my sweater. And I was sitting next to my friend Landon, and like before class was starting, I was like, always trust someone who's wearing a pink shirt. He's like, why? I'm like, well, because no one puts on a pink shirt accidentally. So that's someone who has clear control over their life and making deliberate decisions. He's like, okay, but why is this relevant? And as he was finishing that sentence, I started pulling down like the collar of my sweater and showed my pink shirt. And before he even finished, he said, so he was like, why do you bring that up? Nope. And just shut me down. I just fucking-
Yo, shout out to Landon. Every story you've ever said of Landon is like the funniest thing I've ever heard. Is
Yeah,
it
bro,
Landon?
he's
Is Landon, right? All right. shout out
Landon,
to-
yeah. He's coming over. We're gonna do some music.
Shout out to
jamming
Landon.
today. Hell yeah.
You gotta get him to join one up, honestly.
I'll tell him you said that. That's funny. Dude, the Californians are. I have a there's so many Americans I know over here. It's quite funny, but they're all slightly different. They're all from different states and stuff like that. Like I have a marketing lecturer
American.
called Corey from Florida, and he's just exudes this confidence that I've never seen. Like he strides
Me and him
around
got
place. He
something
has
in
this
common.
like fucking. He has this like 80s Marty McFly like vest on and shit. Like,
Okay,
fucking-
that's a little too. I respect
Nah,
that.
but, like, fucking. And like whenever we see each other, we just like point at each other. And this guy who's like he's doing a PhD, he's like 40 years old, and like, but this guy's fucking like
He's 40.
man. Oh, no, he's a lecturer.
Oh,
but like
okay.
he's in his
Oh,
40s.
okay. He's a okay. He sounds dope.
Yeah.
He sounds dope.
Fucking what a
Sounds
me.
dopey,
He was
dopey,
'cause he was a convener for our marketing paper, and he was such a cool fucking confident guy. Me and my friend Tyler and he's a guy in my group. So we were just like, we're changing the term from Chad to Corey, but like spelled with a K, because that's how you spell his name. So it's no longer Chad, because Corey just overrides that level. Like,
He kind
the
of just
Chad-
fits the
yeah.
mold.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's funny.
Corey,
Wait, why is there
it's
two
funny.
crowns? Were they tied?
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot that could happen. That like tripped me out. I was like, are we doing doubles? What?
Doubles?
Hey, shout out to Mike and Harry for chilling with us. We have a very
Hell yeah.
multicultural lobby right now. We got
Hell
everybody's from
yeah. Let's-
everywhere.
we're all about darn immigrants coming in here, taking our Mario Kart.
No.
Taking our Mario Kart.
Darn,
Oh God.
they're taking out globals.
Taking our
Take it
Mario
off.
Taking out, taking out globals.
Kart.
You remember? That's just a line from the I'm Gloob. Soviet Womble. Fantastic. Gloob. I've been.
Hi, my name's Edberg.
Oh,
And I'm Mexican, and I play CS and stuff. Everybody should watch. They would be awful.
you should.
Lay it on me. What? Give me the context. What is it? I'm assuming it's like a meme.
He's a guy who uploads like just compilations of his
funny?
streams, but like really, yeah, he uploads like one video in like 3 months and it gets 5 to 10 million views in like a couple
That
of
is
days.
epic.
He's like JonTron levels of like fucking popular and stuff, but like and also upload schedule.
But he, the stream highlights, he does like these little subtitles for him, but he motion tracks the subtitles to like move with the characters.
Yeah.
So-
Like he puts
It's
a lot of
literally
effort
just,
in.
Like,
He puts like a
subtitle
lot of time and
animation.
love into it, right?
Oh
like,
my
it isn't...
god, dude!
No.
His videos, most of the time, are like straight up perfect.
Honestly.
You have to go back a good few years to find a video that won't make you laugh.
Like,
Okay.
fantastic.
Dude, let's just stop playing Mario Kart. Let's just binge his videos on stream. Come on.
I'm
Come
down with
on.
it. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Yeah, fuck the 10 people watching us right now.
Yeah. Screw those guys. No, I'm
Screw
kidding.
those guys.
Fern asks
man.
Rob, what are your My Chem albums from worst to best?
Worst to best. Worst to best. Okay.
Or
I
least
gave you my
favorite to favorite.
at least favorite. I gave you my bullets. I gave you my love. So the first album. I still really like it. It's just fucking not as good as the rest. And then it gets really hard. Okay. Then it gets really hard.
And it
Okay.
gets fucking tough from here, alright?
I really can't. Okay. I'm gonna bring them up on Spotify and have.
Angry.
Yeah, first it's bullets and then everything else.
Everything else. Honestly, personally, I don't know. I honestly can't answer this question. Like every single album has been my favorite at a different point. Currently, I'm binging Danger Days like through and through.
Never gets old.
Never gets old. Black Parade, still a perfect album. My Chem, Three Cheers, Sweet Revenge, still was like huge part of my teenage years. But like, it would probably be Black Parade as number 1, Danger Days number 2, and Three Cheers number 3. But like, it's so incrementally close.
That's honestly like my list as well. Except
but, like,
a few more gaps
it
between
is.
all of them.
Yeah, it is fucking close though. Like
Yeah.
those could
Oh, heck.
change on a whim.
Like,
But that's at the moment. That's what it is.
Goofy. There
It's I
That is-
almost feel like
we go. I respect that, Rob. That's
I've
good tier.
never I feel like I'm the only person I know who hasn't actually cared for Three Cheers, My Chem all that much. Like, and not like that it's bad or anything, and that album still has some of my favorite songs because there's this little song on Three Cheers called "You Know What to Do to Guys Like Us
in
Prison,"
the
and
middle
it
of
is
gunfight. Yeah, good
a
song.
perfect fucking song, and is like a top 5 favorite of their songs.
I
for
didn't-
me.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
But the album as a whole, like I would much rather listen to Killjoys or Black.
I have to be in a certain mood for that album, but when I am, I'm like, this is the best thing in the whole world. I've listened to that album probably more than any other album, maybe. Like, I listened to that album a lot when I was like 15 through 17 or something. So that was my teenage angst album, you know. And I've only now been able to
Very
listen to it back because like I've been detached enough to go back and have like a different perspective and
You're
still be
talking
like,
about
oh, this
Three
kicks
Cheers.
ass. Yes,
Three
that's
Cheers,
right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
No,
sorry,
feel
I totally just kind of I totally just kind of cucked a song just now. The Ghost of You is also.
Oh,
like,
the Ghost of You is
also-
my favorite My
Also
song.
another perfect song. Yeah, absolutely.
That's just a really good song. And I always say this. I think the music video adds so much to that song. Like the song on its own is great,
Bro,
but that music
they-
video, there's
yeah.
something about it in combination with that song that is so impactful.
Aside from the Killjoys videos, that Ghost of You is my favorite music video as well. Man, also,
It's
my
so
cam
well
was
done.
like on fire with like,
music
all of
videos.
their fucking
Every
videos.
single one.
Think of like I Don't Love You as a music video, like symbolically how cool it is.
I can't actually remember that one. Is that the one?
That was
where
the
they're all
black and
falling?
white.
The black
one
and white, and
Yeah.
white, and it's like it's basically and it's talking about how I don't love you anymore, and it's not as black and white as that. It's not like I just
But, like,
don't love
yeah,
you
it's-
anymore. There's more to
It's
it
just a
than
good
that.
one.
Yeah, it's a good
And like
video.
I was watching a documentary like the other day about the making of the Black Welcome to the Black Parade music video and all the crazy stuff that went into that, and I was like, holy crap, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
went
They
hard.
built a gigantic set for that
They went
music video.
hard.
And then they all
Sick.
set it on fire.
Matt,
for
good night, Gazippy.
last words and gave their drummer gangrene.
Yeah. Oh jeez.
Oh man.
And then he left the band.
Yeah, that's probably
Yes.
why.
Bye,
Oh man.
Giuseppe. Thanks for stopping by.
See you
dude.
later, bro. We love you. Thank you for hanging out. Let's do another race.
Let's do
Another race, yo. So, Game Awards are coming up.
Oh,
What do you
yeah.
guys think?
On-
I actually
okay,
love
honest-
the Game Awards now. I
Dude,
remember a few
same.
years ago it was a meme. Now I like them.
Yeah. I
Tell 'em,
fucking
Rob.
love them, eh? It's just such a positive experience, right? I don't care if they've been paid by people or whatever, but like they show games, they like reward like good hard work and stuff, and they celebrate games, and like it's fucking really well done. It's a
I
good
don't
show.
even know what's up.
It's a good old toy.
It's a good old time, and I can't wait.
What
it's
are
gonna
the
be-
Game of the Year nominees? I'm curious.
they haven't announced
I don't
them
think
yet,
they
have
were announced yet, but I definitely think Death Stranding will be up for Game of the Year. I think Kingdom Hearts 3 will be up for Game of the Year, and like I'll say it now while Snoop isn't here. Kingdom Hearts 3 should not win Game of the Year. It is not Game of the Year.
I don't think it's.
It's
yeah.
an all
I
right
hope,
game.
I hope Resident Evil 2 wins some category awards, because that's
Yeah, no,
fucking-
Resi 2 like is one of the ones that should maybe
think
win
we-
Game of the Year.
yeah.
In my
I
opinion.
think we forget how good that
It was a
game
fire
actually
game.
was, bro. Holy!
I
the
only
polish in that game is
watched my
unbelievable.
roommate play through it. Like I was like in the room with him his whole playthrough for the most part, but I didn't actually beat it myself. But
yeah.
I
There's
agree
that-
with you. The polish, and it's like in so many areas that you wouldn't even expect them to put that much love into. It's just like a very beautiful setting, a scary
And
but beautiful
we were
setting.
waiting for that game for like a decade, eh? Like,
Yes.
they announced that they were making a remake like 5 years ago, and we were like,
Oh, I didn't know
we
that
didn't
the
hear it.
remake was announced that long ago.
yeah, they were like, it was a very casual announcement, like, oh, I got Resident Evil 2, yeah. It was literally that, and then we didn't hear anything, and then trailer, it's coming out in 6 months, and everyone's like, ah! But that's the way they should do it, because everyone got super hyped, and then they came out, and then everyone enjoyed it, and
Yeah.
then we moved on with our lives, and we had a great time. And then
I
that was the.
I was watching a video on announcements like that, or is how you should do it. Like,
Honestly,
show that first
like-
trailer 6 months before your game comes out, not like 2 years before it comes out.
Yeah, because like then you can risk killing the game.
Exactly.
Because like people, they want those. Here's the thing: is they want those pre-sales for like all the, like to show like market validation and stuff, so they can get more like funding for like promotions and shit. But it's like show it 6 months beforehand, have faith in your IP, and hey, guess what? You might have a fucking good old time and not a whole bunch of controversy.
Exactly.
about-
And people building up unrealistic expectations and all this stuff in the meantime. I agree big time. And Harry, I would say either Luigi's Mansion 3
Depends
or
on what you're into, but yeah.
yeah, or like Mario Maker maybe. I think they're both really they're
Maybe
both the top.
Jedi Fallen Order even.
Yeah.
I want to get that game.
Oh yeah, I've been playing a little. Okay,
By
amazing
Respawn,
game,
by the way.
Amazing game, very buggy at times though. Is Jace still here?
I-
Jace, you're still here, right?
Yes.
Okay. cool.
Okay.
Just making sure.
I just have nothing to add.
Okay,
Yeah.
no worries.
By the way, can we? This is a thing that I'd like to talk about. Fucking the new Sonic the movie trailers and the reworks. I'm so excited, guys.
Yeah,
I can't
it looks
lie.
good.
It looks so much better. It looks so good, and like I'm honestly super into it. I want to
It'll
go
be
see this
quirky
movie.
and fun, and Jim Carrey's in it, so.
And like, dude, no one has like the physical acting skill that Jim Carrey does. Honestly,
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
fucking.
Even if they
oh my
didn't make any changes, I know everybody made this joke already, but he would have carried the film. Jim Carrey would have.
To a certain extent. But now I know they did a whole bunch of. Fuck you. They did a whole bunch of shoots. For example, originally that guy was like a cop, and now he's like not. He's just some guy who owned the property, which I think is quite cool.
Okay, if they did reshoots,
They did reshoots, and it seems they did an overhaul to the script and stuff, which is good. Shows that they care. Either way, even if it's just a goofy like buddy comedy action adventure, I'm super into it.
I was gonna say
Absolutely.
I feel like I'm once again in the unpopular opinion sphere over here because I think the movie still looks awful, but I don't think it looks offensive. Like I think this looks like a movie I would like
I don't know
to
about
see.
Yeah.
I feel like for me this is at least like a movie I would like take to see my kids or take my kids to go see. Whoops. And you know, they would enjoy it and then I would be a satisfied person about that. And I'd be
Yeah.
like, "Oh,
I mean-
okay, yeah, that was whatever, but I don't like people saying that they're getting like Detective Pikachu vibes from this. No. I can't disagree
I don't know. Well,
harder.
Detective Pikachu was a very decent
It was
movie.
all right. It was like 7 out of 10. It was more like
I mean-
it was more like, oh wow, they.
Yeah,
It
it
didn't
was-
suck. It didn't suck.
It was fantastic for Pokemon fans, but it's a movie.
Yeah.
It wasn't great.
Right.
All right,
Well,
movie.
But what I'm saying is like for hype, like I've seen people turn around and be like, "Oh my God, this looks as good as Detective Pikachu did."
Yeah,
for
different-
hype now."
different
And I'm
spheres, yeah.
Yeah.
No, it does not. But
Yeah, but I don't know.
think
I'm
it
s-
looks like again though, like everybody is allowed to have their own opinions. I think it looks great. What do you think, Rob? And Harry, what do you think?
I'm very excited. I think it looks like a great old time, and that's just what it is. It looks like a fun ride, and I'm
It's not
sure I'll
gonna
go
win
into that
no
movie and-
fucking like awards or anything. I don't think, but I think
But
it'll be an
hey,
alright
here's
film.
the thing. Here's the thing. They responded to change and
Yeah,
dissatisfaction, and they
that's-
adjusted things, and I have they have my full respect for that, and so
Exactly.
they've
Not
earned
many
my
people would
ticket.
do that. Most people would be
So-
like, they do what Game Freak did and be like, "Fuck you, deal with it. You guys are gonna deal with it. You're gonna eat shit and you're gonna like it."
You are
And we're
going
gonna
to, you're gonna take what you're given. It's like, we
and you know
give
what?
you money.
We're gonna do this more.
Yeah.
And fuck y'all, we're delaying the movie to make the Sonic model worse.
Yeah.
This is so random, but Jace, sometimes your voice sounds like Scott the Woz. You know who Scott the Woz is, right?
I
Does
noticed
he
this
know
the
who
other
Scott the
day.
Woz is?
Yeah, I noticed this the other day. I was thinking about this while watching him. I was like, this
Dude,
guy
he
sounds
is
like
Scott the
fucking
Woz.
Jace. He sounds like you don't sound like him.
he
He
looks
sounds
as-
like you.
Yeah, honestly, I'd love to see a photo of you and Scott the Woz looking at a camera, just making a really like confused and dissatisfied expression, because that's just the fucking. That would just.
You
be
know,
so
I've
funny.
actually, I know you guys haven't met him, but my buddy Matthias, who I used to do YouTube videos with, they have the exact same mannerisms and everything. Like,
Oh, Scott the Woz and him.
they have they have the same, they talk about.
This will probably be my
like, the
last
same-
race. Just throwing that out there. Just toss it.
Yeah, good
Gotcha, boy.
Gotcha,
Um,
boy.
They talk about games with like the exact same speech pattern, and it's
Okay.
fucking weird. And I remember I was like, "Do you know who Scott the Woz is?" He was like, "No." And I turned on the video. All he had to say was, "Hey y'all, Scott here," with the way he looks at the camera. And Matthias was like, "Holy fuck, it's me."
Honestly, though.
Oh, man. Shout out
Y'all,
to Scott
y'all
the Woz.
skinny white boys with glasses. My
Yeah.
gosh. I love y'all so much.
I feel like
Jace,
he's
make
one of
videos.
the Jace, make videos.
I tried.
Jace-
I tried
Jace
literally
the-
the other day.
But were you trying to film face cam stuff, or were you just trying to make a video?
I was fucking doing a cover of a song, and I got it all back, and the audio was kind of and then the more and more I went through the different takes, the more and more I realized, oh, hey, none of them were good.
It's bad, man.
And
But
so I was
that's
just
part of
kinda-
the
I will say
job.
for coming back, like the one trick I found is just do it for coming back. Like for like a comeback video, just do it. Cause like for example, like I
Well,
hate
yeah.
the Mario Maker video I did in June. Like I already unlisted that one because I hated it, but it was cause like I needed to just make something in order to come back, and then everything will follow afterwards. So don't be afraid. Just like make not that you're afraid, but just make a drum cover. Just fucking make it,
Right.
and it'll get you back in like. It'll get you in. You get what I'm trying to say. I hope.
Yes, and I do have a few ideas in my head, though. I will say, the song I tried to cover is entirely made on Mellotron loops. Do you guys know what a Mellotron is? I wanna say that.
Isn't Mellotron. I know it does. It's for loops.
It's like an old like baby synthesizer.
Yeah, it's more old school.
Baby's first
Not as.
synthesizer.
It's
It's
the
from the
only thing I know is
60s.
it's not as modern. It's more of a classic. Yeah.
The original instruments from the 60s, and everything is used with tape loops instead of like having a computer to make the sound.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
there's like a setting on there that works as an instrument, and a setting on there that has like pre-recorded song samples. And this
Okay.
entire song was recorded using song samples on Mellotron. And I realized that I kept going, like, I mean, obviously my time wasn't perfect either, but I started realizing that I kept going off time in, like, the same places on the song. And so the next day, after being bummed and pissed at myself about not doing it, I got kind of curious, and I was like, I wonder if because tape, like, stretches and speed ever so slightly wavers, I wonder if that was a problem. So I loaded it up in my DAW, put a metronome to it, and yeah, the song
You were
was
right?
not recorded to a metronome. I was right. So.
Oh yeah, so you were. It
Also
wasn't your
throwing me
fault.
off
You
there.
didn't.
It wasn't entirely.
Chase,
there were things I
Chase,
could've done.
Chase was listening to the recordings and he was probably like, "Yo, you're so shit. You can't stay on time." But it wasn't even his fault. Like, it
That's
was not
fucking the
his
original.
fault.
Yeah, no, I
You're
fucking
being
I
so
fiddled
hard
with-
on yourself. You probably. Sorry, Chase.
No, I fiddled with it for like 45 minutes, like
Right.
different BPM, rearranging where to
She's
sing,
probably like-
rearranging where to start the song, and every single time,
She was
in
like,
the
"I
exact
just
same
suck," or
place, it
something.
would start going off.
Poor Chase.
That would have fucked with my That would have fucked with my head. I would have been like,
Yeah,
like
same. I would have.
that would have really fucked with me. So I understand that probably stressing you out a lot the other day, bro. But don't stress. That wasn't your fault. It just wasn't recorded in time, I guess, like you said. Let's do one
yeah,
more.
no,
Let's do
I
one
don't.
more.
I am not nearly as mad at myself now as I was then. And I
Yeah,
feel
good.
I actually feel more confident to do it because I'm like,
You should,
I
and you figured it out on your own too. Like you thought about that enough and figured out the solution to it and like what was wrong. So you should feel even more confident about it now. Go in there and smack it out of the park.
so I guess
Hell
it isn't
yeah.
a big deal if I go slightly off, considering the vocals also go slightly. I noticed it was in the
You're more
exact
authentic
same
to
spot,
the-
too. Like the second part of the first chorus, I would always go slightly off, and I was like, why is it always this exact part that fucks me over?
Hey,
So I
Jace.
put it together. Off time. What?
Hey Jace, if this is a very off-stream question, but if I send you a fucking song, will you come up with like a drum beat for it?
Sure.
That'd
Hell
be a
yeah,
good YouTube
sweet.
video.
Oh, yeah, that was actually the other thing, is the song I was recording doesn't have a drum beat. So
Oh.
I was, like, trying to make a drum beat for the song that doesn't have an actual drummer
Oh my
on it.
goodness.
That was recorded with tape loops, so the timing isn't...
Man, you're a mad lad, eh?
You went
I
hard.
mean, I think that's...
Hey, Mario Kart gamer, welcome to the stream. And you never saw
We're about
Detective
to end.
Pikachu? You weren't missing much, but it's an alright movie.
I thoroughly enjoyed it, but it's
It's fun.
like if you like Pokemon, you'll love it.
I
But,
will
like,
say this: watching it made me say like, if they made a Pokemon movie that is more like Pokemon, I would get like into it. If the trainer had to go to gyms and stuff, as opposed to,
I
whatever
don't know.
they
I
had
feel
to
like
do in
that doesn't work
Detective
as well for like a movie. Like,
Yeah, I guess that is
But-
true.
'cause, like,
Think of
Detective Pikachu
Think
works
of the
better.
fourth Harry Potter film. Think of the fourth Harry Potter film. He has to do like 4 challenges, and then there's the final challenge, right? Could do
Yeah,
a
but,
similar
like,
thing.
Yeah, like on paper, yeah, but like the
Yeah,
way
you're
it goes
right.
about is drastically different.
You're
like
right.
each of them are like emotional for like
You
character
are
reasons and stuff.
right. You make a good point.
See,
Rob knows his
that's
movies.
the-
He knows his
That's
movies.
okay. The doing the 4 things is the plot. The story is him like trying to like choose between his friends and like other new people and stuff like
Exactly.
that. Hey, we'll film lesson for you guys. The way you determine there's a difference between plot and story. Story is character driven. Plot is like the thing they have to do the thing, right? So like that's why Lord
They
of
are
the
two
Rings,
different-
the final movie, takes so long to wrap up because the plot's finished but the story's wrapping up. So that's why
Yeah.
people are wrong when they say it's too long because
I'm curious if you want to talk about this on stream or if you just want to make it someday. But you were telling me about like a little short film, something to do with a car. If you
Oh, yeah.
remember what
I
you're
still want to
talking
do
about.
that at some point. I don't really want to disclose all that information on stream.
Gotcha. But
But,
that was like the coolest fucking idea.
Thank
Like,
you.
dude.
We don't have the budget to do that at the moment all the time, but I still want to do that at some point.
That'd be dope.
Wasn't
I don't
Robert
feel like
Pattinson?
it is,
Yes,
but it'd be
Robert
dope.
Pattinson was in Goblet of Fire.
Yeah,
was.
and fucking died, I think.
Yo, I
Yeah.
will say, I think that's.
Rob Pattinson's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, he's
by
a
the
good
way.
actor. He got too much shit for the Batman thing. But I was gonna say the fourth one is my favorite, but actually I think the third one's my favorite.
No,
Sorry.
dude, Prisoner of
The Harry Potter.
Azkaban's the best.
Yeah,
Harry Potter
yeah, the
movie.
third one's like
there's
fire.
no debate. It's
a good
fucking
movie.
amazing.
It's a good
Fantastic.
movie.
I didn't actually enjoy the movie that much, but it is my favorite book, like by and far, from Harry Potter.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
No, favorite movie's probably still Deathly
Guys, I
Hallows.
gotta go. I don't want to, but I gotta go.
We all right. Well, thank you all for tuning in. We had a great viewership. You're all amazing. Thank you. See you next week for a fantastic time.
Would it, would it be
everybody.
so much.
podcast
I love
next
y'all.
week?
Yeah.
Wait. Okay, yeah. Podcast next week. So yeah, podcast. Okay. All right. Sorry.
That's
Just wanted to
right.
confirm. All right. We'll see you later. Bye.
That's right.
Bye. I'll see you later. Bye.